Yes.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Racing Show here at RacePlazaMedia. It is Media Friday, so we're gonna look at racing in a different type of medium. Today I have a surprise, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
Something that Milan doesn't know exactly what's going on today. So to introduce it, I was on Instagram the other day and I came across something that is not new by any means, but it struck my curiosity and I wanted to find out a little bit more about it.
Okay.
So I'll show you the post that I've come across.
Okay. Ferrari Land, Barcelona is home to the highest roller coaster in Europe. The Red Force, which 112 meter high and hits a speed of 180 kilometers an hour in less than 5 seconds. The amusement park is also home to the world's first Ferrari-themed 5-star hotel. The enormous hotel boasts 250 rooms and makes for an unforgettable experience. Spain's Ferrari Land is Disneyland for car lovers. Okay.
Right? So I thought it was really interesting. First of all, I thought it was very curious that it's in Spain.
I know, you would think it would be in Italy, right?
Right? That's what I thought. And then I read the comments. And in the comments, it was like, oh yeah, this is great. But, which I'm not sure if you know, that in Abu Dhabi,
there's also
there's the Ferrari World.
Okay, yes, I knew that the idea of Ferrari Land seemed familiar. I never had like the Ferrari connotation with Barcelona. So now that you're saying there is one in Abu Dhabi,
yes,
I was like, okay, that rings a bell because I think I've seen pictures of that before. So yeah, okay.
Yeah, so basically the episode, I wanted to take a quick look at both Ferrari Land and Ferrari World.
Okay, so Disneyland versus Disney World.
I mean, it's just really like a quick peek. I mostly wanted to compare the big roller coasters. So in Ferrari Land in Spain, which is, it's about an hour south the coast of Barcelona.
Okay.
So they have this big roller coaster. You'll see this big tower here, and it's the highest and fastest roller coaster in Europe, as it says. And then the one in Abu Dhabi, it's on Yas Island.
So it's faster than the one from Europa Park?
Apparently. And then the one in Abu Dhabi is the fastest in the world. So I wanted to show you.
180 kilometers an hour is in less than 5 seconds. So that's actually really, is that it hits the speed of 180? So does that mean that's top speed, I'm assuming?
Yeah, so I'll show you the actual roller coaster, how it looks.
Okay.
So first of all, I wanted to just show you like Ferrari Land. It's very small. So in Spain, it's part of like this bigger area where there's a bunch of different amusement parks.
Okay.
So Ferrari Land is like this small little thing with a couple of roller coasters there. Entrance is around like $20.
So that's not bad.
Yeah, so because it is very small. It has a store there, it has like restaurants, it has a hotel like it says, and it's part of like this bigger amusement area. And then they have, like, you see this big tower is that fast roller coaster, and it's really short.
Yeah, because it just goes up and then it just runs out, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Is it like shaped like a F1 car?
Yeah, exactly. And then you see it picks up speed really, really fast. It goes up, turn, and it goes back down.
That is so, of course, crazy fast. The only thing is, this is not so Ferrari Land is not the only place where you can drive or like sit on a roller coaster like this. I know that, I don't know if this is similar to this. I know that some of these roller coasters, they're like also weight. So depending on how much weight you might not make it to the top or not, and then it goes back.
Oh,
backwards
interesting.
back. I don't know if this one does that, but I'm pretty sure I've seen one that has like the same layout, so just one up and down.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, but I was just really curious because it is specifically Ferrari themed, and this one is notoriously fast.
Okay.
And then there's the one in Ferrari World. So this is how Ferrari World looks like. It's mostly indoors. You can see there's a couple like roller coasters going out of it, but a lot of it is under this
Dome?
shaped thing. And I also thought it was really curious. It's only 7 minutes from the Yas Marina circuit.
Oh, okay, that's right next door.
So it's really close. It's also in this area where they have a bunch of different things. There's apparently, I think, like a SeaWorld close by. It's on Yas Island, which is, from what I've read, it's considered the like entertainment and leisure kind of place to go when you're in the area.
When you're in Abu Dhabi?
Yes,
okay.
Exactly. So, and there's lots of rides. There's 22 rides in Ferrari World.
Ferrari World, okay.
There's 3 experiences in Ferrari World.
Okay.
So I just wanted to touch on a couple of them that I thought would be interesting to us and hopefully to you guys as well. Ferrari World has been around for a minute. So it's been around since, I believe it was 2010 they opened up.
Okay, so 14 years.
So it's been around for a while. So I'm not surprised if people have come across this, but it has come up on my radar recently again. So I wanted to take a little bit more of a look.
So how much is the entrance to Ferrari World?
It's around $93 US.
I don't think that's that. I mean, I don't know how big the area is, but if you think about how much Disneyland is, Disneyland for like a California residence is also close to $100.
Yeah, so what I did a lot of research and I read like people's comments also on TripAdvisor and Google Review and stuff like that. And people said the price is okay.
Okay.
Because it is more like a half day kind of thing.
Oh, okay. So it's
I mean, depending on like your age group, what you want to do, because there's a lot of things for families, there's some things for adults. So it's not necessarily a full day type of deal. I mean, depending on, of course, you. Oh, so the first thing I want to bring up, so you can walk on the roof of Ferrari World.
So I'm assuming this is not included in your ticket? This is one of the things?
I didn't see that you have to pay extra for it.
Oh, okay, that would be cool. When's this one?
Yeah, I mean, this is very, very
Sure.
cheesy, but it gives a really nice view of it. So this is one of the roller coaster. It goes up and then it goes backwards down. You can do like a zip line.
That is actually pretty cool.
But I really thought it was cool that you can walk across.
You could probably
the
get
roof.
also a crazy view.
Yeah, so you'll see it in
It
like
looks
a second.
a little like a heart.
Here.
Wow.
Right? So the
Okay, that's
view is
kind of fire though.
Really, really fun. And you have like this personal guide that takes you across the roof.
That looks fun.
Right? So that's what I thought too. So that's why I wanted to point that out because I thought it was a really cool thing that I had not seen before in other theme parks necessarily. So I thought that was really nice. Then of course they have like their variations of like the typical family ride.
It's kind of cute that this is like wheels instead of cups. It's not for me because I get dizzy.
Yeah.
But I like that they have that, especially if you have younger children.
Exactly.
Or you just enjoy spinning.
That's why I brought it up because I thought it's like you can see it at Disney with the cups or like different type of variation depending on the theme park. So this is their variation of it.
And with this one you can actually bump into the other ones, slide and collide.
Yes.
So with the cups you can't do that.
No, exactly. They're like
So it's like a mix of bumper carts and the cups. Okay, very good.
And then here, this I thought was very cool.
I thought at first was Porsche.
Oh,
the color changed up so much.
That's true. So basically, you can do like this tour of Maranello.
Okay.
So technically, you're only, I think for Ferrari, only if you own a Ferrari, you can do an actual tour of the factory.
Oh, is that so? Because I looked up once a tour and I think it's like
at least that's what they said on the website. I didn't double verify it. If you guys know, let us know in the comments. But according to the website, it says, so this is like your only way to tour the factory, even if you don't have a Ferrari and you're not in Italy. So you can get like this kind of tour, which I think is really interesting. There's also different ways where you can do an F1, you're like an F1 engineer.
Oh,
and
you can do the wheels?
Yes, so I thought that was
pit stop.
so cool. We'll get to that in a second, but you can actually do karting, which I thought was really fun.
Timed attractions or okay, 290 meters long. Okay. I don't know how that stacks up compared to other karting tracks.
I don't know about the length either, but they're all electric karts too.
Okay, that also makes sense because they're indoors,
Exactly.
right?
So I thought that was one of the things I thought you might be interested in. Here's the tire change experience. So they didn't break down exactly how it works. If you've guys been and you've tried it, let us know.
So F1 TM car. So it's a different?
I think it's trademark.
Oh.
I At least that's how I would have interpreted it.
Okay.
But
okay,
I think it's still, the idea is so cool that you get to attempt to change the tire
Yeah, of course.
of an F1 car. So it's a lot of it is F1 themed, not everything. They have some things are more for like the little kids. They have also of the big roller coaster, which we'll get to in a second. They have like a junior version too, so the little ones don't feel left out. There's different like race tracks that the kids can drive on.
That roller coaster goes up the center. That is actually kind of cool.
That's a different roller coaster, not the big one that we're going to talk about.
Okay.
Because I didn't realize that you would be so fascinated by it. That's why I didn't put it in here.
At all. I just like the idea of that. There's actually just, I don't know if it just shoots up, right?
Yeah.
But I never thought of the idea just like having like, and then you kind of peek out and then come back down. That's a cool idea.
It is a cool idea. That's very true. And then, so this is Formula Rossa, is the big ride.
So this is what a two-seater Formula One car would look.
Exactly. Once we have two-seater Formula cars. But I thought it was really cool. So because everybody in the comments for the original Spain Ferrari Land was like, oh, you have to go to Abu Dhabi. This is the better one. And I was like, oh, let me find out.
Okay.
So this is still, since 2010, it's the fastest roller coaster on Earth.
How fast?
It's 240 kilometers per hour.
Okay. You know what is interesting? That they're still almost 100 kilometers slower than an actual F1 car. Top speed.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild? Because like probably our necks I couldn't handle it. This is probably already pretty intense.
Right, I thought so too. And I also here, apparently it says you feel an adrenaline, you will feel an adrenaline rush of 4.8 Gs. So I don't know how true it is, but it seems really fast. It doesn't really have like loops or anything. I'll show you some of it in a second.
Oh, interesting.
But
okay.
it's different than the other one, because the other one we saw went up and then down and then let it out.
It's just more about like speed.
So you'll see. So it reaches 240 kilometers per hour in 4.9 seconds.
Okay, faster than my car.
Yeah, and and then duration of the actual roller coaster is 1 minute and 32 minutes.
Okay, that's
roughly
good, I think.
Yeah. So here, let's take a look. So I saw
Fernando Alonso
and Felipe Massa.
Oh.
They took the roller coaster ride. It's a little bit an older video.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if they're still both.
Yeah, for Ferrari.
For Ferrari.
But I thought it's just fun to watch them ride it. So you do everybody gets goggles technically to wear. I'm not sure why the guys in the back are not wearing them, but everybody nowadays wears goggles. And then so you'll see.
I feel like Massa is not. He's like this. Oh no, there you go. Yes, there you go. Now he's smiling.
Yeah, he's like, yeah.
Okay, there we go.
But essentially, it's just like high speed that goes a little bit up and down, and in the corners it lies like to the side a little bit. But it doesn't.
Wow,
get,
it goes
like,
pretty close to the ground. Well, at least from this angle.
From this angle, yeah,
it looks
for
like
sure.
Felipe could just touch the ground there.
But yeah, so this is that roller coaster.
And this is a minute and 30 seconds long.
Yeah, about 1 minute and 32 seconds. Yes.
So it must be quite long.
Yeah, so it is, like I said, it doesn't really go very high and doesn't do loops or anything, but it does have the high speed and it changes some elevation and then you go to the side. But I just thought it was such an interesting idea. I don't know if there's any other like theme parks for other car brands out there, but I just thought it was really curious that Ferrari has two. It has Ferrari Land and Ferrari World.
I also like that they're like, okay, we're gonna make sure that we have the fastest roller coaster in the world and in Europe, you know?
Yes. And from what I was looking at, me personally, I would totally go, especially to the one in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Because not only does it have the roller coasters, it also has like 4D, 5D different experiences. There's different type of Ferrari cars that are being represented in different types of rides. Yes, there are some attractions that are more towards kids, but I feel like there's plenty that an adult can do a half day type of
Yeah.
deal. But there's a bunch of different roller coasters, different experiences. You can even drive actual like Ferraris, actual real cars.
Okay.
Which I thought was cool. The
But
karting,
this is like all with upcharge, probably.
yeah, I would
Yeah.
assume so. It wasn't super clear on the website.
Yeah.
I just thought it was such a fun
It's very
concept.
It is. It's very cool. I mean, I would say if any of the big auto or car makers in the world out there would have a theme park, I guess it makes very much sense that it is Ferrari.
Yeah.
You know, it makes very much sense. I'm still surprised that I think I'm more surprised about the Barcelona one.
Oh, the one in Spain. Yeah, I
That's
thought
the one
so.
that because I maybe there's a lot of Ferrari drivers in Spain. Maybe there's a lot of Ferrari fans in Spain. I'm not certain.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, why not? Hopefully, it will stay around. Do you know how long it has been there?
The Ferrari Land is a little bit newer.
Okay.
I don't know off the top of my head when it happened. So Ferrari World has been around for longer than Ferrari Land has been.
Okay. It's also interesting that you would think it is, quote unquote, the other way around. You would think that because that's how it was with Disney, right?
Oh, yes.
You had first Disneyland, which is the prototype, and then they went and did it right with Disney World.
Yeah.
No shade. But I mean, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
But
So,
would you go?
I would for sure. I mean, I think I would go to both if I'm in the area. So if I'm going to Abu Dhabi, for sure I'm going there,
Yeah.
right? And if I'm in Spain and if I'm close to it, then I'm like, yeah, I might as well. 20 euros, I get to go by Ferrari Land. I think for race fans and for Ferrari fans, it's almost like a no-brainer.
I mean, yeah, I would go. Would you guys go? Let us know in the comments.
Or have you been already?
Yeah,
And how did you feel about it?
Yeah. Did you also know about it? I mean, there's so many questions.
Answer our questions, guys. Okay. No, so this is really cool. This is not what I expected this
Right.
episode to be about. Ferrari Land / Ferrari World.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely now on my list of things. If I'm ever in Spain, I've never been to Spain.
Yes.
I will definitely make sure that I could put it in my agenda. And I've never been to Abu Dhabi. And if I'm in Abu Dhabi, I'm for sure at the Yas Marina track because
I
I'm
would
watching
imagine.
some
Yeah.
race happening. Then I might as well make the trip and go to Ferrari World.
Yes.
So you guys got us, okay? Take my money, Ferrari. Take my money.
I wonder if there's gonna be something new added once Hamilton joins. I saw there was they have like a fan zone where people can watch races and stuff, and they also have some like exhibits of like the race suits and things. And I'm just curious if that evolves with all the new drivers that are in there.
If that changes,
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm assuming because you can probably right now buy Leclerc and Sainz gear.
Yeah.
So you're probably going to be able to buy like the Hamilton 44 hat. And
Yeah.
stuff
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
No, for sure. But yeah, I just thought this was racing in a very different type of
Yeah,
medium
it's
that
very,
we've
very
not
different.
covered yet. If there's anything else that you want us to look at racing in a different medium, if it's a show, if it's
A book, another theme park that we didn't know about, maybe.
let us know in the
Yeah.
comments so we can add it to our list. We're curious to discover anything and everything there is racing, right? And thank you for tuning in. Remember,
Like and subscribe
like what he said, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
here at the Daily Racing Show.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.